Buckle up and get ready for a wild ride through Alaska's untamed history. From 14,000 BC to today, this icy wilderness has been hiding secrets beneath its vast frozen expanse. But as we delve deeper, can anything stay hidden forever? Join us on an expedition of mystery and discovery as we uncover the enigmatic finds that have left archaeologists scratching their heads in Alaska Gala, and discover a jaw-dropping secret revealed by John Reeves on Joe Rogan's podcast that has set the internet buzzing. Imagine stumbling upon a treasure trove of mammoth remains worth nearly $1 billion. Welcome to Bunyard, Alaska, where thousands of ancient bones lie scattered across the Fairbanks landscape. This is what John Reeves, owner of Fairbanks Gold Company, claims he's been dealing with for years. But here's the bombshell according to him. These incredible finds are not just a coincidence, they're leftovers from a shocking move made by the American Museum of Natural History almost a century ago. Let's get to the bottom of this jaw-dropping story and find out what really happened. Fast forward to 20 years ago, when John Reeves' family stumbled upon an unexpected treasure while mining for minerals in Fairbanks. A pair of mammoth tusks caught their attention, but little did they know, this was just the tip of the iceberg. As they dug deeper, their discoveries left them stunned. It wasn't just one or two finds, but a vast array of remains from various Ice Age creatures that would blow your mind. We're talking short-faced bears, steppe bison, and American lions, all perfectly preserved and buried for thousands of years. It's like an incredible time capsule with no single era represented. This is what makes Bunyard, Alaska a truly one-of-a-kind archaeological site. John Reeves spilled the tea. A single pair of high-quality tusks could rake in a whopping 100,000. No wonder Joe Rogan dubbed this discovery as the potential start of an Alaskan bone rush. But here's the thing. John believes the rush is already underway. People from all corners of the country are flocking to Bunyard, Alaska, hoping to strike gold and become rich overnight. He even had a park ranger reach out, eager to explore with his kids, because everyone wants in on this treasure trove. Now, while casual searchers can find some smaller bones on foot, getting to the real prize requires heavy machinery. So, buckle up if you're planning an expedition. Here's a shocker. John's family has uncovered some never-before-seen treasures at the site. But what's even more mind-blowing is that these ancient bones have been carbon dated to be around 190 to 200 years old. Now, here's where things get really mysterious. It looks like humans were involved in these bones. They've been stripped of their marrow, possibly for a meal. But the weird part, these bones appear to have been altered and prepared for something else entirely. This is not your average fossil find. Typically, ancient bones aren't treated or repurposed like this, leaving everyone stumped. What exactly happened to these bones? Theories are running wild. Could it be that a museum simply discarded these bones and forgot about them? But hold on, the American Museum of Natural History is speaking up. And they're saying no way. Kendra Snyder from the museum flat out denied any involvement, claiming there's zero paper trail or publication to back up Reeves' claims. The museum wants to make it clear they're distancing themselves from these theories. But just as we thought we had a straight answer, Bob Sattler, lead archaeologist for the Tanana Chiefs Conference in Fairbanks, is throwing us another curveball with his own take on what's really going on here. But Bob Sattler is about to blow the lid off things. He's got a game-changing piece of evidence, a draft report that actually lists him as a co-author, which matches Reeves' claims. According to Sattler, this report was penned by none other than the respected Alaskan anthropologist and geneticist Dick Osborne in the mid-1990s. Sattler is adamant about Osborne's credibility. He's a local legend with deep roots in Fairbanks, and his work on fossil collection in the area is the real deal. What's more, Osborne has an intriguing personal history before serving in World War II. He was part of a team that uncovered fossils sent to none other than the New York Museum, home to one of the world's most famous collections of Ice Age fossils. Now Sattler drops another bombshell. He thinks Dick Osborne's first-hand knowledge would have made him aware of those supposedly dumped fossils ending up in the East River. And it fits perfectly into Osborne's broader vision for a book on fossil collecting in Fairbanks Mining District. Unfortunately, life had other plans. Osborne passed away in 2005, leaving his draft report unfinished. But here's where things get even more fascinating. Sattler and another colleague from back then, Robert Evander, who used to work with the museum's vertebrate paleontology team, are actually listed as co-authors on that draft. Sattler remembers Osborne keeping them in the loop while writing it, adding more fuel to this incredible story. Sattler isn't buying into those massive dumping claims. He thinks the actual numbers weigh lower than 50 tons. He proposes it could have been just random stuff like scrap tusks, mixed with some unidentified bones and other waste materials that might have ended up in the East River. And as for whole tusks being tossed out, forget it, those are priceless museum pieces. They wouldn't be treated so carelessly. Now Pat Druckenmiller, a renowned paleontologist and director of the University of Alaska Fairbanks Museum of the North, is joining the skepticism party. He drops some major insight his university had an agreement to ship loads of fossils discovered in Fairbanks straight to New York's museum. A talk about a direct pipeline for valuable finds. Druckenmiller's got serious doubts about this East River fossil dump claim, and he thinks we need solid proof before jumping to conclusions. He believes a deep dive, literally on, would be needed to search the riverbed for evidence, but as we've already discussed, that's no easy feat. Interestingly, Druckenmiller describes the East River site as an absolute treasure trove of ancient animal remains, with fossils dating back tens of thousands of years just waiting to be discovered. If scientists could carefully uncover and document these finds, it would be a game changer. Think preserved DNA from mammoths down to tiny insects and small mammals. It's like getting a glimpse into a lost world, offering a wealth of information about the entire ecosystem, not just its biggest stars. You won't believe the story behind this fossil treasure. There's a guy named John who stumbled upon it, but he's not in it for the cash. His passion is the bones themselves. He's eager to reunite them with their rightful place, wherever that may be. Now, you might think it's nuts that millions of dollars worth of ancient relics are just lying there untouched. But museums often face tough decisions when it comes to collecting fossils. Limited resources mean they can't just swoop in and grab everything. They've got funding constraints, personnel shortages, and a never-ending to-do list. They might prioritize projects that fit their specific focus or existing commitments, leaving John's incredible find collecting virtual dust for the time being. So, here's the thing, museums often have to pick and choose which research projects they take on based on what fits their goals and budget. And with John's Boneyard, things get tricky. See, he says the really valuable finds are buried deep, which means it cost a pretty penny to dig them up. Plus, working with ancient bones can be super challenging. You never know what you're gonna find, and that uncertainty can scare off potential investors. The lack of info about where these fossils came from in the first place makes things even tougher. It's like trying to solve a puzzle without all the pieces. But here's the thing, it might not be because they don't want to help John out. There could be other reasons why museums are playing it cool, and we're about to dive into those next. But here's the wild card. What if I told you that the museum might be involved, but not exactly in the way you'd think? You see, John's family has been finding bones on their land for 2 decades now, and they've got a hunch that these fossils were actually hidden there by none other than the local museum itself. They're thinking maybe the bigger, more important bones are too deep to dig up because they wanted it that way. To keep them out of sight, it's like a real-life treasure hunt mystery. So, what do you think? Could the museum be hiding something? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you're loving this story so far. If you want more videos just as intriguing, subscribe to our channel and we'll keep the excitement coming. See you in the next video. Same edutainment time.